In Busan, South Korea's second largest city by population, our story unfolds. Here lived a young woman named Jeong, born in 1999. Raised by her grandfather in the Jeong area, north of Busan, Jeong grew up and went to high school, named Kyeon. Her classmates described her as a loner who preferred the back rows and didn't have close friends. After graduating, she spent 5 years unemployed, during which she tried to join the civil service, but struggled due to her poor English skills. As time went on, Jeong became more isolated, spending most of her time at home. This led her to become obsessed with crime and murder, watching related TV shows, reading books about serial killers, and even researching killing methods and how to hide bodies online, suggesting she was planning a crime. Aware of her English weakness, Jeong decided to improve it with a teacher's help. However, her plans were far more sinister. She pretended to be a mother looking for a tutor for her teenage daughter on a language learning app and found a teacher named Jeong, arranging for her daughter to have lessons in 2 days. In a shocking turn of events, Jeong bought a school uniform and a knife, disguised herself, and visited the teacher's home. The teacher, fooled by Jeong's young appearance and small stature, didn't suspect her. Once trusted, Jeong committed a heinous crime. Afterward, she coolly went shopping for bags, knives, and locks. Surveillance cameras caught her returning home to continue her grim task with the victim. She dismembered the body, packed the pieces in a suitcase, and late at night, looked for a taxi to transport her to her chosen location. The taxi driver initially didn't realize he was carrying a criminal, but he became suspicious when she asked to go to a remote river. After dropping her off, he noticed a red liquid leaking from the suitcase and found bloodstains upon inspecting the trunk. He immediately called the police, who quickly found scattered body parts where Jeong was dropped off. It wasn't long before Jeong was arrested at her home. During the investigation, detectives speculated that jealousy and envy of the teacher, who was fluent in English and socially esteemed, might have driven Jeong to murder. These were things Jeong lacked and longed for. Yet, her confessions were inconsistent, claiming she wanted to commit the perfect crime, as if she had been planning it for a long time. The crime wouldn't have stayed hidden for long, even without the taxi driver's report, as the police found Jeong's DNA at her home and the victim's. Despite the overwhelming evidence, there were still doubts about her true motives. To understand her mental state better, authorities conducted a psychological assessment. Scoring up to 15 points meet normalcy, while over 25 indicated mental illness. Jeong scored a shocking 28, the highest in South Korean history, alarming psychologists who believed she could have become one of the most dangerous serial killers, if not caught. Eventually, Jeong expressed remorse and asked to apologize to the victim's family in front of the media, blaming her crime on her obsession and the content she consumed. Jeong's fate remains uncertain, whether she's been tried or not, but she's undoubtedly receiving psychological care. Given her crime's nature, she likely faces life imprisonment, especially since South Korea hasn't applied the death penalty since 1979.